Hello friends, and welcome back to the horror section. This is going to be a review video. I'll be reviewing 2047 Virtual Revolution, and this was actually brought to me by Wild Eye Releasing, and thank you Wild Eye for letting me have this for review. And if you don't know that much about Wild Eye, Wild Eye has been around since 2008. And they're a company that kind of brings like young upcoming directors and kind of lower budget movies. They kind of help bring them forward for people to see and stuff, and I think they do a good job about it. And they find some pretty good movies, and have them out there where we can see, whereas these movies might fall through the cracks if companies like Wild Eye wasn't putting them out there for us to find and stuff. And like I said, this one I really enjoyed this one. This one's a cool movie. I mean, it's not really a horror movie. It's kind of like a sci-fi action movie. I know this is the horror section, but still. And I like a bunch of the other Wild Eye movies, but I really enjoyed this one. This one was pretty cool. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I've seen so far. We'll say this is my favorite kind of action movie, since it's not really a horror movie. But it's pretty cool. I enjoyed this one real good. It's kind of like it has like maybe a little, it's kind of like Blade Runner. I don't know, The Matrix. It's got a lot of those kind of sci-fi, kind of weird, like computer stuff. I don't know. But I mean, it was cool. The movie is kind of set, of course, in 2047. And what it is, most of the population are kind of like, what would I say, in the computer. They're linked into the computer, and that's where they stay. They're in virtual reality, and they don't go nowhere. They're just kind of, their minds are there. Well, these one people that are these kind of like terrorist people, they're hacking in and trying to destroy this virtual reality. So the company that has this kind of game, they bring in this kind of like I guess you can say mercenary or something like that. They hire him to figure out who's doing all this stuff. And he's called like a hybrid, if I remember right. That means he can be in the video game, which he's in kind of a sword and sorcery kind of he does some sword and sorcery fighting and stuff. It's a very weird movie, but it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It's got some great looking effects and stuff for supposedly a lower budget movie. And he can kind of drift in and out. He can go from the kind of like the reality world, and he can be in the regular world too. So he's trying to figure out all this stuff that goes on. And I don't want to give any more away. That's pretty much the plot of it. It's a really cool movie. It's like, I've got a lot of good action scenes in it. Just a lot of just cool action scenes and just fun. And it looks like to me, it looks like it's like they, how would I say this? The effects look more than what they paid for it. That actually looks really, really good. Like I said, it's probably a very low budget movie. Going by, usually Wild Eye brings these lower budget movies, but this one looks really, really good. This is probably one of the best, different effects and stuff I've seen on a movie. I mean, it actually looks really, really good. It's a fun movie. So if you're into kind of like the Blade Runner, the Matrix, something like that, and you're interested in kind of this virtual reality world, where this movie's a little bit, it's got the action in it, but it's kind of like what would I say? It's trying to bring your attention to different things in the movie. It's kind of a little bit of a thinking movie to it. It's trying to get you to it's trying to tell you something in the movie. So it's just not all fighting and all this. It's trying to kind of say something when you watch the movie. So I thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was like one of the better kind of sci-fi actiony movies, and I usually enjoy those. I kind of go back to the days of the 80s when they had all these wild sci-fi kind of movies, and this one I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, like the action scenes and just the different things, and like there's all kinds of weird looking, like there's a few little robot, kind of like cyborgs and all this, and they go through the different reality. It's a pretty cool movie. I enjoyed it. So like I said, if you like that kind of thing, you know, you like the sci-fi kind of actiony where, you know, you don't know what's real and what isn't and all. It's a, you know, it's a pretty cool movie. I'd recommend this one. And like I said, I always check out the trailer. You know, I always look at the trailer. The trailer looks really good. I watched the trailer before I watched this one, and I thought, wow, that's a cool movie. Like I said, it's in the vein of kind of like, you know, Blade Runner, maybe The Matrix. It's just something like that, just a wild kind of sci-fi movie. But like I said, I really enjoyed this one, so check out the trailer, and if you like what you see, you know, go ahead and get this one, because I really enjoyed this one. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool effects. Especially for, I guess, a lower budget movie. That's what struck me. I mean, it just looks really good. It looks like it was like a higher budget movie. It looks good to me. Like I said, I had fun with it. But that'll be my review for 2047. And check this one out. I really enjoyed this one. It was a fun one. And of course, this is from Wild Eye Releasing. And I always check out Wild Eye Releasing. I'll leave their website, and I'll leave a link to their website, and I'll leave a link to their YouTube page, and you can watch their trailers and stuff like that. But check this one out, and thank you, Wild Eye. I really enjoyed this. This is one of the, I'm not going to say the other movies are bad, but this is one of my favorite ones that I've got so far to review, and I really enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool little sci-fi movie right here. 2047, Virtual Revolution. Cool movie. And I guess I'll see you on the next video, and have a good one.